What is up, everybody? Today I am looking a mess, but I had to do a box opening because I don't know, I get a bunch of cool stuff all the time, but there are some things I do want to do a box opening because I know I'm going to use it and I'm going to use it for a while. Guess what's in this box? Inside the box is the newest Canon R5 Mark II. Holy shit, this box is really narrow compared to the previous box. Hold on a sec. Actually, never mind. I thought I had the other box from my original R5. But anyway, this box is really narrow. But anyway, this is the R5 Mark II. Check it out right here. It says it like right there. And I'm just gonna take this moment and slide this out of the frame. It looks much nicer now. So let's do a box opening and see what we got inside here. So obviously, we got the warranty. We got the manual that may or may not ever get read, or it will stay perfectly in this sealed. You know what, Canon? This is kind of savage that you're gonna put the owner's manual in this sealed container just to prove you ever sell this camera in the future that you never looked at it. We got another Canon LP6 blah charger that's probably fancier than what the previous model was, because guess what? I've already seen it online. These batteries, number one, are hard to come by, but number two, the LP E6P, you have to have it for certain frame rates and certain types of filming with this camera. So we got one, there's 4 more downstairs, which means I spent like $500 worth of batteries just to make sure I could do what I want to with this camera. I might send them back, but I also know from previous Canon releases that if you don't get this stuff when it first comes out, it might be on back order for like months. So I got 4 of the batteries downstairs. So here we go. What? It's actually not that dramatic, it's still on paper. The paper, you know, we're going to do the full box opening experience. It feels more like a linen, not just like a styrofoam paper. It's kind of like, you know, not exactly a Crown Royal bag, but definitely a little bit more of a linen. And here it is, the new R5 Mark II, the new thing that I might be, you know, spearheading my photo part of the business. Obviously it does video, but I use, you know, cinema cameras and stuff like that for my video, but I do use this for some projects and some hybrid stuff like that, but this might be my new workhorse. What else we got in here? This is a USB to USB-C cable that I'm going to put back in here because I probably will never use this. I'll use the ones I already own. And what else do we have here? A little ASMR. What the what is this? This is some type of bracket that I want to look at the owner's manual for. I think this is to somehow secure your port or do something funky. Like, look at this. It's some type of weird brackety thing that I'm going to have to look into this to figure out what this even is. But anyway, there's this bracket thing. And is there anything in here? No. Oh, and lest I forget, the neck strap that literally never, ever gets used because I use my spider holster. So let's check this thing out. Let's power this bad boy up. Battery, camera. Let's make this let's make magic happen. In it goes. Open her up. The battery's dead. How about that? How about that? Normally there's at least a little bit of a charge on here. Like, come on, you're going to have to work for this. So this isn't going to be like a full tutorial on the camera. This is a box opening. So let's pop this thing in here. The old school LPE6 battery is still not turning on. Am I doing something wrong here? What's going on here? Like, this thing's legit not turning on. This is about to be a to be continued video. Seriously, it's like nothing's happening. Like, that's going to be some wild craziness if this thing will not work or initially power on without using the, you know, battery from the manufacturer, but okay. Yeah. So anyway, that was a box opening for the Canon R5 Mark II. I seriously don't know. Well, anyway, I guess I'll talk about it since it won't turn on right now. The body feels a little bit different than the R5. Not really too much. It has that new cold shoe thing with the cold shoe cover that, as some of the other YouTubers said, is very difficult to initially take off. I'm pressing this thing, I'm pressing it. Press this, slide this. There it goes, I think. I think it's coming off. Like, if it's meant for weather sealing, it's doing a good job, because it took a second to get this thing off. So there's that thing that people warned about not losing, because this new hot cold shoe is supposed to be really, really special. Again, if you want to see all the stuff about it, watch a different channel. I'm not doing that right now. But anyway, different from the R5 Mark I, obviously there's a fan. You can see the vents here. A full-size HDMI. As a videographer, I'm very excited about that. We got the USB-C port right there. We got the microphone 3.5 there. We have an XLR, just kidding. We have a 3.5 headphone jack right there. Mic sync port that like nobody uses hardly this day and age, but it's still there. We got vents on here on the bottom, because this thing comes with like 3 different grips, where you can have the normal grip, there's like a fan grip, and I think there's some other grip that does something. I don't even know what it does. But here's some things different on the body especially. It has a tally light for video, so that's kind of cool. It has the photo or video mode, which should be a lot more convenient than pressing mode, pressing info, and bouncing back and forth, so I'm looking forward to that. I think it has the eye detection thing. This EVF is definitely a whole lot bigger than the R5 Mark I, so excited to see how that works out. And yeah, that's for the most part all I really know about this without actually opening up. There's the CF Express card slot, which I just realized I have not ordered any additional CF Express cards. I should probably get on that. As well as the SD card slot, which I use the majority of the time. But yeah, the on and off switch is here. It has the lock here, so that's different. And record, that was here, yeah, so I'm going to do a battery charge and see if this thing turns on. If not, then this will be the quickest camera I've ever owned going back to the store. No. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. This is the Canon R5 Mark II box opening. It didn't turn on, but we're going to see what happens when we charge this thing up. This is going to be awful if none of these old batteries work and I have to use this new battery for everything. Anyway, thank you for watching. Okay, so update to the video. After a few hours, I have charged the battery. The camera does work, so that's a huge sigh of relief. Using the operating system, I haven't used this a whole lot. It is definitely a whole lot different than the original R5, so I'm looking forward to trying this thing out, using it on a shoot tomorrow, and seeing how much I like it. I've been seeing everybody's videos online, so I can't wait to make my own. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.